Hey, how you doing? It's Ray coming live from my office this morning. And we have about 3 weeks left in this year, and we're jumping into the new year. And I just wanted to check in with you and see where you are with the planning process. Are you ready for this next year? Do you have goals? Do you have things that you want to accomplish? And if you don't, well, that's okay because we got time. We got time. We have these 3 weeks really to use to really get clear on what you want this next year to look like. Get really clear on, what would make this next year coming up the best year of your life. And I got 5 tools for you today that if you were to incorporate into your planning process will really help you not only step into this next year but catapult you into this next year and make it the best year of your life. So the first tool is to really take time and reflect on this past year. Reflect on all of the accomplishments that you went through. Reflect on all of the wins that you had. Write them down and give gratitude. Acknowledge it. Say, you know what, I had an awesome year, and I did accomplish a lot. Go through each month and just take an inventory. Say, boom, boom, boom. This is what I did. So what you're doing is you're bringing acknowledgement, you're bringing gratitude, but you're also building confidence for yourself to step into this next year. You have you're building a platform for you to kind of launch into this next year. So the second step is to really reflect on everything that you learned. Write down what were your three biggest lessons that you learned this year. What were the three biggest lessons that you learned in business? What were the three biggest lessons that you learned in your personal life? And write them all down, reflect on that, give gratitude to everything that you learned. Try and remember all the books that you read. Remember, go through whether you took courses, workshops, life experiences, anywhere that you learned something, you experience growth, try and reflect on that or write it down. And again, what you're doing is you're really, you're bringing acknowledgement and gratitude, but you're using it as confidence for you to step into this next year. You're building a platform, a solid foundation for you to really kind of take that next step into this coming year. Your third tool is to get super clear, laser focused on what you want this next year to look like. What are your big three? So when you're sitting down at your desk or wherever you are this time next year, what three things that if you were to accomplish would leave you saying that was the best year of my life, hands down, no questions asked? Write those three things down. Do you have goals that you want to accomplish this year? What are they? Get really clear on them. However many goals that is, 5, 10, 15, 50, I don't know. I don't know how ambitious you are, but write them all down. I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish this next year, and I have them written down. And, I'm getting as focused and as clear as I possibly can on that. Your fourth tool is to, build the blueprint, build a game plan. It's a graduating process. So you have your outcome in mind, you have your goals, you have your big three, they're all written down. You're starting here and you're ending there. It's a graduating process. That's your blueprint. So build that game plan. Say you're wanting to buy a car. You have the end result of you walking off the lot with that car. Now build a game plan on how to get there. How much money is it going to take? How are you going to, do you need to, what is required for you to, accumulate that money, and build that game plan, and with the end result of you walking off the lot with your car, driving off the lot with your car. And your fifth tool is to visualize it. So your outcome is to drive off the lot with a brand new car. Now visualize it. But what's really key with this step is to wrap your emotion around that visualization process. Imagine yourself walking into the dealership with a big wad of cash in your hand and be like, boom, here it is, paid in full. And then imagine yourself driving off the lot with your car. What does the steering wheel feel like? Imagine, if it's a manual, imagine shifting from first down into second. Imagine, what's your heart feeling like? Is it racing, or the excitement, and just a feeling of like, wow, I did this. So visualize that process. Visualization is so important in this whole entire process. To really, yeah, it's just it really just kind of, when you can imagine something, when you can really bring your emotions into the whole process, then the odds of you accomplishing it are really great. So let's recap this. First is to take an inventory of all the accomplishments that you had this year. Reflect on those. Bring gratitude. Acknowledge. Use it as confidence for you to step into the following year. Second tool is to reflect on all of the things that you learned, all of the books you read, all the courses that you've taken, all the life experiences that you went through. Reflect on that again. Bring acknowledgement, gratitude, and use it as a platform for you to step into this next year. Third tool is to get super clear on what you want to accomplish in this next year coming up. What will leave you saying that was the best year of my life, hands down? Get super clear on that. Focused. Write it down. Your fourth tool is to build a game plan. What's the blueprint look like? Get it written down. And I forgot to talk about this, and what's important in this process is you need to visit it daily. Don't write down all of these great things that you want to accomplish. Don't build a blueprint and then don't look at it for the next year. You need to visit it frequently. If not daily, every other day or every couple days. It keeps you on track. You know where you are in the process. So, wherever that is, I happen to put a lot of things inside my bathroom cupboard. It's a place that I go to every single day, multiple times a day. And every time I open up that door, boom, I'm looking at my goals. I'm looking at things I want to accomplish. I write down a lot of quotes and just inspiration that I keep on that door, and I see it every day. It keeps me in alignment with the direction that I want my life to be going in. And your fifth and last step in this process is to visualize it all happening. Imagine as if you already own that car. Imagine as if you already have that new job, or you built that new business, or whatever it is that you want to accomplish in this next year for it to be your best year ever. Imagine it already happening. And then wrap your emotions into that imagination. Wrap your emotions into the visualization process. Do that daily, and you will have whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish before you even know it. So that's what I got. I hope this was of value to you. Let's really use these next 3 weeks as like let's crank it out. Let's get really focused. Let's use these 3 weeks as a platform for us to launch into this next year and make it the best year of our lives. And let's throw that bar up there so high that when we're sitting down next year, this time planning for the following year, be like, wow, how am I gonna conquer that one? That was crazy good. But I know you're up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge. Let's do it. I'll do it together, and let's crush it. So that's what I got. I hope this finds you having an amazing day. Make it unforgettable, living life on purpose and on your terms. Signing out. Cheers.